Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Jamie, aka Rick here, bringing you my fourth placement match in Starcraft 2 1v1 ladder. This match is a PvP, and yes, on Metalopolis again, which last game I had a TVT, and which I lost, which I could have won it quite easily, I think. If I'd have actually pushed out at times, I stayed a bit defensive, and I shouldn't have done. But that's a mistake, and hopefully learn for that in the future. So it's not much happens at the start of a PvP. Obviously, as everyone knows, pretty much the same. So it's a bit later on his pylon than me, so for some reason, quite a bit later actually. So in this game, I think I go, is it 3-gate robo? I think, I'm not sure. I'm like, I don't know, I switch between Terran and Protoss all the time. So some games, like when I play with like mates and stuff, I'm like, yeah, Terran. Sometimes then if it goes bad, switch to Protoss, and then if it goes bad, switch back, and I keep doing this all the time. So it's something I do quite often. Which is a bit weird, but it's something I do. So I keep switching. I haven't found one that I'm going to stay with really. So, I haven't had that much success, or I do partial success and then it goes bad. I'll do that with both of them, so I'm not sure yet. Haven't chosen what my main race is going to be. Obviously I still haven't placed yet, so probably should have practiced a lot more before actually doing this, but I practiced a fair amount already, so I didn't think I needed to do much more. I've actually got a slight probe advantage here on him. And the fact that he's scouting as well and I don't, which is another thing that I've done wrong. But so I've got a probe advantage and I've got an extra on mining, so an extra 2 mining. I've got my gas up, so's he, so we're both pretty much doing exactly the same thing off the start. Gateway, Cybernex core, I've got 2 gateways in my Cybernex core. Probably should have built a cyber core before the gateway, well, not probably, but I should have done, definitely. But I chose not to for some weird reason. Probably just a mistake. Got a bit greedy, I think, with my units. And so I'm just pumping out some early zealots, pretty much. Just to, protect the front. This one's almost out and this one's halfway through. Well, not halfway, but about a quarter of the way through so far. Get the warp gate out straight away. He's not researching warp gate yet. For some weird reason, skip that a bit. I don't think he can get out of his base. I'm not sure. There's a gap there, also. But he must be able to slip out there, maybe. Yeah, I think so. Get out there, I'd imagine. I don't know how he gets out otherwise. There we go. That explains it. Got a proxy pylon up there. So it doesn't help. It's because I'm not scouting. I don't obviously see that. I'm just sitting in my base quite happily, doing absolutely nothing. He's going Twilight Council, and I'm just getting stalkers, while my warp gate's finishing up. For some reason I'm not chronoing it. It's a bit weird. I'm saving up this chrono boost for pretty much no reason, but there you go. As I said, I'm not the best player. Got my 3rd gateway and robo coming down, as well as a 2nd gas, so that's always good. So I think it's 3-gate robo, like I said. I don't know, can't remember what I transitioned into. Doing this commentary quite a little bit after I actually played this game. I'm just watching the replay again, just to see what's happening. Not quite sure why he's left that probe there. Could at least go back base and mine, It's a bit of a strange decision to do that, but yeah. So he's going Dark Shrine, so obviously Dark DTs, and I've got my robe out fairly quickly, so I should be alright here. If I get that observer out pretty fast before his Dark Shrine finishes. So how long does it take? Yeah, I will have it out pretty much about the same time as his DTs come in, so it's not too bad. I'm prepared for it, you might say, as long as I use it correctly. So he's building a pylon in his the smoke field at the back, which I don't. Another thing I probably should have done, I didn't. I haven't really got supply blocked that much this game, which is a bit weird for me. Normally I supply block myself all the time. So, you know, probes and pylons, probes and pylons. Gotta remember that. See, I'm not building any probes at the moment, but nor's he, so, you know, how many probes do you got? But, have I got the same? I got a couple more than him, so I've got a probe advantage over him, which is a good thing. You see income. I've got 2 more harvesters than he has, so slightly higher income, not really noticeable that much. Here come his DTs, warping up here. There. I have sent my observer over to his base. I didn't spot this, I wasn't really looking. If I'd have spotted that, I probably would have brought it straight back, so they just wander in. They struggle getting through my units at first, so. But yeah, they wander in quite happily and just start slashing up my probes, which, you know, it's not a great thing to happen. So I quickly pull my observer back to you know, stop this harassment, absolute mutilation of all my probes. It's not going fantastically at all this game for me. So yeah, I pull it back, pull my observer back in, and you know, eventually kill them off. Takes me a little while to actually get them, but yeah, I eventually catch them out and kill them, so it's all good. Actually no, they run away. Okay, they've run off. It's a bit strange, don't know why I didn't carry on. Maybe I'm just, you know, thinking about rebuilding my 0 probes that I had. Should be chrono in them, just to, you know, get them out a bit quicker, rebuild my army. I'm on a, you know, really back foot right now, and I'd be lucky if I actually come out with a win here, to be honest. So he's got the 3 DTs just marching around out there. He's expanding over here for some weird reason instead of in his natural, which is really strange to me. Don't know why he would expand over there, really. Weird one, you know. I'm not quite sure what he's thinking about there. So I got my little army here, not doing much, just sitting there at the moment. No upgrades whatsoever, although I have got this immortal, so it's more than he's got. I don't think he's actually got a... No, he hasn't got a robo yet, so because he can't really get out of his base, so he's just going mass gateway pressure with DTs as well. So. And he's getting blink. Still got that pylon there, which I haven't scouted, because now I'm thinking that I probably will lose this game, because obviously I haven't got anything really to use. I've just got this little group of forces at the front. If I'd have pushed now, I could have crushed him easily, because as you can see, he's got nothing whatsoever in his base. And yeah, he's got a few stalkers there, but Immortal would soon make a absolute meal of them. So these stalkers, I got 9. He's got 10 stalkers. So, you know, with my 9 stalkers, I've got a couple of zealots there as well, and the Immortal, which crushes stalkers so easily. So I could have easily pushed out again and probably killed him off, as usual with me. I don't. I just sit back and regain my probe count, which is going quite well. So he's still got a few more than me, although I'm catching up really quickly. I'm rebuilding my army pretty quick. So now he's got a few more stalkers now. It's 15, I think that is. Yeah, 15. And you know, I've still got my same amount, because obviously I haven't got any money at all. I've warped in a couple of zealots just to, you know, bolster my army a little bit, get the numbers up. Can't remember what that shortcut is for army supply. So Control A, there we go. Yeah, so his army supplies. Oh no, mine's ahead of his, so I could have easily won it, I think, because of my composition as well. So my composition would pretty much crush that, because it's heavily stalkers. Mine's immortal focused, which obviously does a hell of a lot of damage to stalkers. See if it actually gets a huge kill count. Right, it's on 2 at the moment. 3, 4. See, one of those units gets 4 kills. That's pretty crazy. I could have easily pushed out here again, killed him off probably, and like completely crushed him. But again, my main weakness, I turtle up and do nothing whatsoever, and just sit here with my little army doing nothing, letting him you know, do what he wants pretty much. I've rebuilt my probes, but he's got 2 more expansions, building up probes on them, so you know, I'm at a huge disadvantage to him. His income will be a lot higher than mine. He's got an extra 11 workers, so his income's huge in comparison to mine, so I'm at an enormous disadvantage right now in this game. I've recovered quite well though from those DTs. He's you know, relied on those DTs a bit, I think, to actually win him the game, and they haven't, so he's back at his base, rebuilding his army, you could say. And yeah, so he's not looking too healthy, I have to say. Although nor am I. Still on 1 base, supply blocked a little bit, which is not good. Getting down some pylons now, but although I can't really spend much because I haven't really got any resources, so just got this sitting at the front. A couple of the zealots and that injured really badly, so they'll drop off quite quickly. One's at the front. But in the sea now he's getting 2 robos down, and I'm still rebuilding my army, getting more immortals all the time. Look at the units. He's still only got 12 stalkers, so you know, I think I could still win this fight quite easily. He's got loads more probes than me though, like tons more. But yeah, I could still win this fight if we actually engage now, I think. Although we don't, I just again sit back and turtle up, let him use his like free base advantage to actually get back into the game after I was, you know, I kind of had the upper hand, I think, on him at one point. But now, you know, as you can see, he's going robotics bay. I don't know where he's putting it. It's probably in this base, is it? Down here, maybe? I don't know where he's put it. He's hiding it somewhere, I think. Is it up here? No idea where he's put it. Can't see it anywhere in these bases. Is that it over there? No, it's just a probe. Yeah, I don't know where he's hidden it. Oh, anyway, yeah, he's still getting it, so you know, doesn't really make much of a difference where it is, I suppose. I've kind of pushed out here, sitting out here, and gearing up to get an expansion. See, I've got some minerals saved up, ready for that expansion, which is about time, really. I haven't been on 1 base this whole game. 17 minutes in, I'm still on 1 base, so not really that good. Can't really afford to stay on 1 base that long. Really should push out for the expansion a lot earlier than I did, even though I was on the back foot all the time. Probably could have expanded and got myself back in the game a lot quicker than I did. Recovered, although I have recovered really strongly now, I think. Units have, yeah, he's got 22 stalkers, but I've got 4 immortals, which do a hell of a lot of damage to stalkers. So, and you know, I've got 13 stalkers to his 22, and I got some 11 zealots as well, which cause troubles for stalkers. So my zealots are in the front. See, the stalkers are going to concentrate down those, letting my stalkers and immortals, you know, free fire basically at him. So yeah, but he's pushing out here. He's all his stalkers are there. He's got an observer now as well, but honestly, I'm still in quite a good position until he gets his Colossus out, which are coming now. Until then, I'm in a good position. But if he hadn't have got Colossus, I think I would have been alright here, to be honest. Probably would have won this, although he blinks up into the back of my base and starts doing a hell of a lot of damage again. So it's good harassment by him. It's the great advantage to having blink in your army, because obviously I don't have it, so I can't quickly recover and get back to there. My mortals again. Some more, was it? 1 kill, that one. Did the one get picked off that had the 4 kills? I guess it did. That's a bit of a shame. Could have got a hero unit on the go. But yeah, so still I'm in a good position still, I think, here. Although he has got 2 Colossus now, so it's going to make really light work of my zealots pretty much at the front. It'll cut through them so quickly. They'll barely even notice they're there, so he's kind of gearing up at the front. He's got his Colossus. He's waiting for his other 2, I think, and then he'll push up probably. He's got a few sentries as well, although he doesn't really use them that much, I don't think. Just Guardian shields. I don't think either of us use force fields that much in this game. I'm still getting used to the game. I'm probably going to be in Bronze League, to be honest. I can't imagine I'm going to be much higher than that. So, I'm not that fantastic at this game. I think once I get, start pushing out more, start harassing more, I think I'll get better. It's just I've got to concentrate on multitasking. It's probably my weakest point. My multitasking is terrible at the moment. Still, I've pushed back into this game quite a bit, since he killed all my probes at one point. I think I've recovered quite well. Got back into the game, almost level on probes again, although still not quite. Probably by this time it should be well up in like the 80s probably. I'd imagine if we'd been making them all the time, we should have been. But still, 42 is not too bad. And I'm only 8 behind him, and seeing as at one point I was like 30 behind him, I don't think he's producing probes that often either. Yeah, it's probably a good thing. See, if he had been, I would have been in a lot of trouble probably in this game. If he had been streaming ahead with these probes, although he's got a lot of minerals in the bank. So obviously it's not the best teammate, or opposition, sorry. Again, it's Stalker harass my base, makes me pull all my forces. Well, I don't, for some reason. I walk down the side and then realise that he's in the back. I have to pull it all the way back round. This puts me in a terrible position for when this attack comes in. See, the range on those Colossus is insanely huge. I don't Guardian Shield until late. By that time he's crushed most of my forces, so that's not good. Oh shit. Sorry about that. Jumped through the recording a bit there. Yeah, where were we? A bit forward more. There we go. Is it there? No, it's forward than that. Okay, it won't let me skip forward for some reason. Sorry about that. Yeah, so what was I saying? Yeah, I saw him blink into the base. I decided to, for some reason, I started to push out and then decided to come back again for some unknown reason. So that put me in a terrible position. I didn't Guardian Shield in time, so that came up so late. It was unreal. Like, most of my units have been chopped off by then, pretty much. Lost so many units in that battle, just because I pushed out here and then decided to pull back while he was pushing me on this side. He caught me out of position. These extended range, see, extended range 9, picked up most of my units right here, look. See, and then I get the Guardian Shield up, and I try and pull it back a little bit, although I push him back, give me credit, but these Stalkers are still shooting away in the back of the base while my army's getting demolished outside. So fairly good engagement. So do a lot more damage than I thought. These Immortals, they do a lot of damage. So though none of my units have really got that many kills. All the Colossus are down. I leave that Immortal a bit out in the open. Spawn into more Stalkers and push him back. Although he's still got these Stalkers in the back of my base shooting all my structures, destroying all my gateways to stop my production and everything. Probably should have GD'd right now, because I'm not going to recover from this again. He's pretty much destroyed me once, like destroyed my base once, and I got back into it, but the second time I think I was asking a little bit too much, to be honest. Whittle down these forces, but then again his army is coming back in over this side. He's on his 4th base. Well, he's not using it, but he's on 4 bases. I'm still on 2. Well, effectively 1, because it's the only one I'm actually mining out of. So yeah, it's pretty much GG right there. And yeah, so once again, I didn't push out when I should have done. So again, punished me. Lost me that game, pretty much. If I'd have pushed out straight after that DT attack, I probably would have won the game. Or at least once I'd rebuilt my probes a little bit, that second attack came in. Then, if I'd have pushed, I would have won the game again. But both times I didn't. Sat back, let him gain a huge lead over me, and come back and defeat me. So it's my fault. yet again. So that's 1 win and 3 losses so far in my placement matches. It's not going well at all. Anyway, stay tuned for the 5th placement match. We'll hopefully go a bit better than this one. Yeah, stay tuned and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.